Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. About the author. J.R.R. Tolkien was a South African author born in 1892 and living to 1793. He wrote many novels such as The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings series. Summary. The Fellowship of the Ring takes place in a fantasy world known as Middle-earth. In a place long ago, the creatures known as the Elves created 20 powerful rings. They were shared between the human leaders and dwarf kings. An evil wizard created another more powerful ring in a place called Mordor to rule over everyone. The story begins many, many years after this with Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit who had this ring for quite some time. At his 111th birthday party, he disappears but leaves the ring for his nephew Frodo. Gandalf, a wizard and friend of Bilbo's, urges Frodo to take the ring to Mordor where it was created to destroy it. Frodo and his three friends, Sam, Merry, and Pippin, set off to Mordor but are chased by ring wraiths, evil spirits, trying to get the ring for the wizard who created it. They meet Aragorn, or Strider, a ranger who saves their lives in the town of Bree. They arrive in the elves' kingdom of Rivendell, where they meet Elrond, Master of Rivendell. During a council meeting, a fellowship is formed to take the ring to Mordor. It is made up of Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Aragorn, Gandalf, an elf Legolas, a dwarf Gimli, and a man Boromir. They travel from mountains to mines and meet all types of fierce and nasty creatures. Their travels continue until the fellowship breaks up and Frodo and Sam alone continue on to Mordor where they hope the ring will be destroyed. Analysis. I believe that the Fellowship of the Ring has a couple of topics and theme statements that describe the story. The first one I believe is that power makes all creatures selfish and inconsiderate to others. We see this from a couple of characters in this story. The first and most prevalent character that represents this is Boromir. Boromir willingly joined the Fellowship, but as time went on, the powers of the ring engulfed him, and he turned on Frodo. Boromir tries to take the ring for himself. We can see this in the following quote. Middle-earth stands upon the brink of destruction. None can escape it. You will unite, or you will fall. Each race is bound to this faith, this one doom. Bring forth the ring, Frodo. This just shows how Boromir becomes selfish and only cares for himself. The second example of this theme is proven by the character Gollum. Gollum was the creature who had the ring before Bilbo. He became so dependent on the ring that he became this old, shriveled, scary being. He started to follow the Fellowship as they were traveling by boat. Frodo says, "He's been following us for 3 days," once again showing that Gollum only thought of the ring's power for himself. The second theme I thought about is adventure and a need to get out of your comfort zone. The first four travelers, Sam, Merry, Pippin, and are hobbits. Hobbits are known to be creatures that prefer to stay home, and they basically hate adventures. We prove this by the following quote. If I take one more step, I'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been. This is a quote by Sam on how he's never gone far from home, as he said this just barely after they left their home of Hobbiton. The whole entire time, the four hobbits have never seen anything like the outer regions before, and that would definitely be out of their comfort zone. The whole series takes place over a journey from one side of the Middle-earth to the other. That seems like quite the adventure to me. Now onto the characters. In this book, I think there are 3 characters that stand out. Frodo, Sam, and Aragorn. Frodo is the one hobbit not like the others. He is brave and adventurous, which never happens for a hobbit. He is also a very smart guy and knows the right thing to do. The second character is Sam. Unlike Frodo, he is quite like the other hobbits, but he is willing to go with his friend, which makes him very loyal and friendly. The third character is Aragorn. He is a quiet, calm man, but is also very cunning. He knows his way around a sword and is very selfless as he saved the hobbits countless times. I hope it isn't clear that I really enjoyed this book. It was interesting and well put together. I recommend this book to anyone who likes adventures, but is prepared for a long read, as the rest of the series includes 2 more quite long books. Also, if you're going to read The Fellowship of the Ring, you have to be a bit patient, as the start of the book is a little slow, so you have to wait a few chapters until it really takes off. That is much as all I can tell you. I hope you enjoy reading The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, as much as I did.